I'm still with you. You feeling better?
Yep, way better. Paimon just got a little fright because she's never seen a crazy place like this before. Who would have thought the best guide in all of Tibet could end up so out of their depth?
Are you trying to be ironic?
So anyway, Paimon just had the weirdest dream. There were cattle mooing constantly.
I don't even want to figure out what goes on your head sometimes. Alright, I just realized we have a cow.
Aw, Ushi, were you looking after Paimon?
Not just Ushi. Hey, she's back. Where the hell is the rest of the gang? Xiao. It's like he knows I spoke his name.
Traveler, it looks like the Conqueror of Demons is awake.
Alright, Xiao. You ready to talk? Considering the fact we're roped into this together again, how do you feel?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Are you really?
The karma I carry is dangerous to humans. Keep your distance.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I wouldn't worry too much.
And I'm a masochist.
Even so,
What happened while Paimon was sleeping?
with a little help, I was able to find my way here.
Thanks to her.
Conqueror of Demons, could you tell us what happened before you joined us?
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone, but when I found them, they weren't anything like how I expected.
It's almost like you were fighting a mirage, Xiao.
Madam Ping says
A
that
dream,
you usually
perhaps?
base yourself at Wangshuin to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone yourself. Are they an Adeptus?
I'm looking for a Yaksha called Bosacious.
Bosacious. Now we finally know his name.
Bosacious.
The Electro
Is
Yaksha.
that one of the 5 Yakshas? Like you? I thought that you were the only one left. Aren't the other 4... gone from the world?
You could say that. But Bosacious's body is the only one that was never found. Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time, and we become tainted by karma. Over time, it inevitably drives us to madness. The last time I saw Bosacious, it was the day he lost his mind. He left. No one knew where he went, and I never heard from him again.
That damn.
But Bosacious was the eldest of us. He once told us, as Yakshas we will experience countless wars. Whether we live or die, we must promise to take care of each other, and know each other's fate to the very end.
Did he forget his promise because he lost his sanity?
It's possible, but I did not.
I don't think he did too.
I am the sole survivor. So it is my duty to find out the fates of the others.
What made you come to the chasm? Did you hear something about Bosacious being here?
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm?
It rings a bell.
That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave Yaksha was seen putting up a heroic fight, but no one knew the Yaksha's name.
But there were many more than 5 Yakshas in total, so there's no guarantee it was Bosacious.
But you must think it was probably him if you came here to investigate,
It
right?
fits his behavior, doesn't it, Xiao?
I am by no means certain, and I didn't have any other clues except for this one. But Bosacious was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the Nameless Yaksha couldn't be him.
You found Bosacious?
Wait, so it was Bosacious you were fighting with?
Yes.
Damn.
The invasion of monsters from Conria, the battle in the chasm, and Yelan's ancestor. I have a feeling that somehow these are all connected. Life is full of coincidences, but this is too much of a coincidence. Could this all be related to the fantastic compass mentioned in the will, too?
What will?
Oh, right. I came here because of a will. Maybe it's not something you've come across much before, but both mortals and Adepti sometimes write out their final wishes so somebody else will carry them out after they've passed. It's known as a last will and testament.
And this can be done at any time?
Whoa, whoa. You wanna write it down?
Yeah, not on my watch.
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place used your desire to find me to create a trap that you would willingly walk into. Pure deception is easy to spot, but the truth laced with lies can be a fatal combination.
Deadly combination.
What you heard were really things that I said. It made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication was the bait. If we hadn't managed to get in touch through the spatial rift, we may well have lost someone by now. Rather than murdering in cold blood, this space seems more intent on consuming souls.
It's way more twisted.
How is this even possible?
This could only mean one thing. Some god is behind this. Some higher power,
Our
clearly.
opponent
It's
is
way
very
too strong to
clever.
be able to do this
It is
to.
not safe to stay
Well,
here.
vision holders and an adepti.
Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do or not, I must find a way to get you out safely. I rejoined to warn you that it's extremely dangerous here. If you stay here too long, this space may well devour you.
But how do you know?
What happens if we get devoured?
You might become a shadow of your former self, wandering the underground like a lost soul.
Sounds like you saw them too.
She finally steps in.
Yelan, you're back.
I've been back a while. I was listening to the conversation.
So honest.
I've seen some strange things here too. Objects that shouldn't be here. Strange figures appearing, then vanishing. I don't think any of it is real.
Only these things could exist in imagination, right? What if we're in a dream or
So
something?
they're just illusions?
At first, I had the same thought.
Really?
But it's not that simple. There may come a day when these illusions become real and attack you.
From what you were saying a moment ago,
I'm getting scared.
it sounds like you know a way out of here.
I can't say for sure. It's just a guess. As Yanfei said, this space is chaotic and unstable. But it has its weaknesses. By attacking the point where both spaces connect, I was able to create a rift and move from one to the other. So, if I use all the energy I have, I may be able to tear a passage out of this chaotic
Then what's gonna happen to you?
Really? So powerful attacks can affect the space itself.
That's why we
I'd
fell
wondered if
in
that was a
here to begin with.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You guys starting a
What do
ruckus.
you mean by all the energy you have?
I mean, it will take everything I've got.
Wait a minute. When you said you were gonna get us out safely, you mean you're gonna stay here?
You can't be serious.
Don't give me duty and crap, Xiao.
I saw Bosacius
I'm
underground.
not letting you die on your
That's
own.
when I realized the horror of this place. A single blast can only create a very small opening. To send you back to the outside world, I may need to continuously channel power in order to keep the tunnel open. I know how to fight to the bitter end. I can do this.
This takes all the energy you have, Yule.
No. No way. Even if what you're saying is true, I can't agree to this.
I'm not neither. It's not much of an escape plan if we gotta leave someone behind.
We are living together.
It's only a good or bad plan if there are other options to compare it to. But that's not the situation we're in right now. I doubt you'd still be stuck here if anyone had a better idea.
But can you be certain that your plan will work?
I cannot.
What is wrong with you? You can't bet your life on something if you don't even know it's gonna work.
To conclude, I'm not agreeing to this plan.
What if I told you? This is my last will.
You're a lawyer, right, Charlie? You won't ignore them.
You?
That's your strategy, huh? No offense, but we have no guarantee this plan of yours will succeed, or even that it's safe. You said it yourself. Yakshas pose a danger to humans. You really expect us to accept your self-righteous plan just because you say so?
The battlefield is a treacherous place. Every opportunity you take, you put everything on the line for. If you fear sacrifice and failure, you can never be
But
victorious.
sacrifice and failure doesn't make you victorious, Xiao.
I've been in my fair share of treacherous battles, so I know full well that you never bring up extreme measures like this until the very, very end.
And then some.
You say these things in the hope that we will understand and accept them. But if you don't even know that your self-sacrifice is going to pay off, all you're doing is hurting morale. Besides, if you were really so determined to end it all, you wouldn't have given us the opportunity to share our opinions. You think you're oh so cold and ruthless, but I'm not buying it.
Are you just trying to talk to yourself at this point?
And anyway, losing one of us so the rest can escape?
Some victory that is.
Yelan, don't be so harsh.
I agree with her this time around.
Point is, it's not time for drastic measures yet. It's possible there's a hidden passage leading to the exit that we just haven't discovered.
What if there isn't? Or if we don't find it? And in the end, I'm so weak that I don't have the strength left to sacrifice myself. What do you propose we do then?
We stick it together to the bitter
As
end.
things stand, there's no difference between sacrificing you and trying to find another way out, in terms of the likelihood of success. If we can't say that one strategy is better than the other, we certainly shouldn't be rushing into a risky
Is Yelan seriously getting annoyed?
Did someone say a strong enough strike can break us out of this place? Yeah, that's right. I heard ya.
Numero uno ito. Tell me this is your time to shine finally.
No one's staying behind to let anyone else out, all right? Enough talk. It's time for action.
Do it, Ito.
Come on, whatever you are. Let's see how long you manage to keep us trapped in here after I'm finished with you.
Easy now.
Step back.
Have a taste of this. Yeah! Whew, okay, so I didn't tear the whole place down. But check it out, new path. If you need a hero, I'm the man for the job.
They drained him completely. Thanks, Cookie.
Should have seen this coming. Why do you always have to do things like this?
Shinobu.
What happened to Ito? Did he pass out?
No, I took everything from him.
The boss used up all his strength in one punch. Maybe that's the reason he managed to tear open a passage.
Let me see if there's any way I can stabilize it.
He did this because he heard us arguing, right?
The thing with boss is, he just can't stand conflict between teammates.
He and me both.
Whenever we get into an argument in the Arataki gang, he always goes and does something shocking to calm everyone down. He may not have known you for very long, but when he said he sees everyone as part of the same team, he truly means that.
He's strong inside and out.
Another thing with boss is, he hates it when other people sacrifice themselves, but he always seems to end up doing it himself. That said, there's a slight distinction to be made with him. When he does things like this, he doesn't really think he's sacrificing himself, because he genuinely believes that he's strong enough to defeat any obstacle he's facing.
Giant eagle alert!
Shut up,
The boss
Paimon.
is hardly open to persuasion. Besides, he always acts without thinking. There's no doubt that he really thought he was about to solve everything in one hit.
And that's why it opened up, didn't it?
It's not just him either. The other guys in the Arataki gang are more or less the same. That's why they need someone like me to clean up after them. I couldn't stop him if I tried, so I might as well just let him do his thing. Besides, often his harebrained intuition is surprisingly on point.
Ito, please tell Paimon you're okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You have nothing to apologize for. Both you and Yelan made some very good points.
Someone just had to take action with all your whining.
Still, if this was an Arataki gang issue and you were one of our members, I have to say I'd side with Yelan on this one. The boss definitely wasn't sacrificing himself. He firmly believed that we'd be able to find a way out through the passage he opened up. And he's certainly not expecting to be left behind. Everyone's important. We have to support each other if we're going to get out of here. Your survival is of huge importance to some people. No, to a whole lot of people. Everyone, let's all do our best to try and find a way out. There's still a chance. I'm sure we can escape. Leave the boss to me. Don't worry.
Wake up, Ito. Surely you can do more than that. I know you can do more than that.
Everyone, it seems this passage doesn't lead to the outside world, but deeper inside.
What the? So Ito's efforts were in vain?
I doubt it.
No, it's still worth exploring. I'll go and take a look first.
Hey, don't go in yourself.
Ah, I see. I'm with you.
What?
So far, I still haven't found the thing I came looking for. That magical device,
The
remember?
fantastic compass. If we
This
find
domain
that,
has
maybe we
the
could
power
find
to
a way.
project our imaginations or
back
the things
home.
we're searching for into reality. Well, maybe I can use that to my advantage to track it down.
No wonder she keeps telling us to keep going. If it's a magical device, it must be super
Makes me wonder who was the previous owner for it.
Well, I can't guarantee that, but it's worth a try.
I will find a way.
There he goes again.
Let him go. After all, I'm just a lawyer. We'll be safer if we team up.
Alright, stick with me.
By the way, you and Xiao seem pretty close, huh?
He's someone very important to me.
Yelan got a bit worked up just now, so I just wanted to apologize on her behalf.
Like all of you.
I have to say though, if Yelan hadn't spoken out like she did, I'm not sure she would have gotten through to him. Also, self-sacrifice is something Yelan feels strongly about. She tried to stop whoever it was. From what I know, she's lost comrades in the line of duty before, and then was rescued herself. Maybe being a survivor is what makes her so against seeing other people sacrifice themselves. How can things ever be the same again, knowing that your life was saved when others weren't? In a way,
That's just not showing
salvation
gratitude
can
to the
also
ones
be
who
a
saved
burden.
it to begin with.
I'm not sure I would have done anything different. Oh, wait, 1 second. I'll be right there. Yeah!
What the?
Right, that's much safer. Since Ito
Hey, it's our C4 shield.
I cast a spell to protect you guys.
Thank you, Senpai. Please, be careful.
And drag Ito out once he's ready.
I know.
Stupid
Same to
idiot.
you.
He's stronger
Alright,
than that.
Traveler, let's go.
Show it to us one day, boss. I swear, like, Ito is not fully properly shown. I'm just saying. He's more than rocks, alright? He's a big rock? Wow.
What's this? Look at that huge disc in the distance. Hold on. Is that the fantastic compass?
Holy shit, we found it finally. It's even bigger than a cooking pot.
What? That's the best description you can come up with?
Well, it seems our theory checked out. In my humble legal opinion, that's almost certainly the magical device I've been looking for. It really showed up. But if this really is the fantastic compass, it's so huge. How the heck am I gonna lug that back to my office? I mean, come on, Yanfei.
Think positively.
Don't give up now. What the?
What a
Are
treasure hoard is doing here.
They look familiar. Oh yeah, I bumped into these rapscallions a few days ago.
Is this maybe a memory? Wait, why are we playing as Yanfei?
Yeah.
Oi, come on Yanfei. Tell them what you
smaller
got.
disc here. Judging from the appearance and design.
Wait, why am I letting her fight on her own?
In all likelihood,
Am I not the renowned
this is the
traveler? Am I a
fantastic
fake one?
compass. Why is there a small version of the fantastic compass stuck in the ground? Easy peasy. You know, when I ran into them before, I was working on a big commercial case. The defendant hired them to attack me, just to get back at me.
Being a legal advisor sure does sound fun.
Happens all the time. Luckily, I'm well trained in martial arts, so taking them down was a piece of cake.
That's martial arts, you playing tennis ball?
But these are the exact same guys as I met last time. Is this space recreating scenes from my memory? Maybe this is one of the ways our adversary intends to devour us.
Can't wait to meet this adversary and kick his ass. Note of unknown origin. You found this note in a mysterious place. Content of a journal. Letter 1. Ask Master Boyang if I can borrow a pen and paper to write home. But now that I have them, I have no clue what to write. You know what? I hope everything back home is fine. I miss my daughter. Oh, this is so cool!
A new entrance. Great.
Alright, I don't know what I did, but yeah, bestie.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is this a tunnel?
I love the animations in Genshin
This
Impact.
is weird.
Where's the back door?
It feels like it's connecting to another world.
Alright, don't do
Or
this,
maybe
guys.
another...
Another time. What was that, Paimon? I was too busy dying.
I thought we might run into some other people here, but apparently not.
Yanfei, what's that sound?
The Fatui? Whose memory is this?
Mine? Because I keep beating them up for a living?
Watch out!
Just as I thought.
Your memory? Or?
Yelan, you're here.
I will take you down no matter how many times you show up.
Hey, relax. We're together now.
Frozen. Crisp.
Let's go, miss.
Let's move. I mustn't give up. But can I live here? I will recall once.
I'm mad. You think you can catch her? Hey, how can we vaporize? Of course.
Amateurs. And still they dare to come after me.
You've still got it.
That voice just now.
Remember how I said I'd seen some illusions myself? Those were the same words I heard last time. The space seems to be reproducing that memory. Now that you know, at least we're all on the same page.
Finally.
He said the word fantastic. Was he talking about the fantastic compass?
Yanfei, see that thing on the ground?
Yeah, we tinkered with it. That's how we met up with you. I guess it's a miniature version of the fantastic compass in the distance. It has a close connection to the entire space.
It looks somewhat familiar. Let me think.
Enter the new space. Should I not tamper with it? I got none of that, so I'm just spinning the needle backwards. So do I just gotta keep running around? Pray for the best? Whee! I have no idea what to do. I think I'll be here for a while because, guys, I'm pretty sure you should know this by now.
I am stupid.
The needle has touched the ground. Seems like this is as far as it can turn. Alright, we tried it. Now moving it backward. So I guess, they say, forward is the way for a reason. This space is so cool, though. Transitory. Kind of reminds me of Magato's Realm of Consciousness. Look, the domain shifts too. Was this the background before? It doesn't seem like I'm making any progress. What am I looking for here? I found it. I'm writing this letter on behalf of Hulan. Hulan? Wait, I've heard that name before. He hopes that his family is also well. If not for this past, he would have wanted to go back to spend Lantern Rite with them. So we can find some stuff here and there, but well, what happened here originally? Memories of a bygone time. Yo, this is so cool though, having it in the background. I love it when games like, have these huge contraptions and stuff, like in God of War, when the World Serpent just, comes out of water. Bro, that was the sickest scene in video game history, period.
Another new space.
If everywhere within this space follows the same rules, there must be another small fantastic compass somewhere around here.
Bosacious. I can't believe someone like you would end up as a lost soul underground.
Xiao.
No enemies. Hold on.
Wait, is the enemy hiding itself? Oh no, we should go help him.
Stay back.
He means it this time.
This is my fight. Do not come near me.
So what are you fighting, Xiao? Yourself? Or is there something actually in front of you?
Filthy monsters! So many people have died at your hands.
Who are
I
you?
lured you here to this underground
So it is the Electro
because I
Yaksha.
found your weakness.
Hiding and ambushing from the dark is Bosacious's signature tactic.
Die here
Cowardly.
with me.
I thought the Yaksha who fought for the people to the bitter end were more valor than this. Show yourself.
Useless.
Boring. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. This is not going well for Xiao.
No matter. I know how this ends.
With both of you alive. No, he's dead to be alive.
Look! Bosacious is showing signs of fatigue.
Bosacious. Martial Vretress. Even your strength is finite. Your illusion is not as mighty as you. This is
Hell
not
yeah.
you in all your glory. I wonder what Rex Lapis would think if he saw what had become of the first Yaksha.
Leave! I'll deal with the rest. We can't let the monsters get to the surface.
The millet?
Remember, we
The
must
millet of
hold
the old
line at
times.
60 miles outside
Yo,
the
this is
chasm
getting
and
so
hold
cool! Really? Wasn't that the millet? Sounds like a mortal soul to me. Oh, the Rex Lab is here. You did great.
Enough! Phantom, be gone!
Xiao, are you okay?
He'll live.
This is my purpose. Don't worry about me.
So your invisible opponent was the legendary Bosacious, Martial Vretress?
Marshall Wheatress is his full name.
Yes. So excuse my stubbornness. Bosacious has been missing for centuries. This may have been the last time I will ever see him.
A bitter ending to a bitter start.
He was saying something about holding the line at all
Even to the end
costs.
until he lost it all. He was himself. Yeah.
The Nameless Yaksha from the legends. It was him.
But didn't you say he'd always announce his name? How could his name be lost to time?
People move on, don't they?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot who he was.
Because the karma you spoke of drove him to madness?
Bosacious had already gone mad before he disappeared. There was no way of knowing if his memories were intact.
No, but that last line makes me highly doubt that.
He still took part in the Battle of the Chasm despite having gone mad?
He remembered his duty to the end.
We Yakshas are not a race that thrive in peacetime. It's likely that he was drawn by the scent of bloody war. Slaughter is what we do best. Maybe it's the only thing we know.
So see it till the end.
This battle confirmed my suspicions. As we had speculated, this space reflects information from people's minds. In other words, despite going mad, Bosacious came here. The illusion we saw just now is the impression he left behind. This space recreated him as he was during the battle. The way he fought was so self-destructive, he couldn't possibly have survived.
He fought the monsters.
Bosacious's illusion said he'd discovered the monster's weakness and lured them underground. What kind of place could this be? Defeating Conria's monsters is no small feat, that's for sure.
Guys, it could just be me, but I think I'm suddenly feeling more tired than I was.
So that line, "die here with me," was meant to the Rift Towns that invaded Liyue from Conria.
This space is really starting to affect us.
I believe Bosacius stayed here underground. But now he is gone, and only his illusion remains. If we don't leave, we may meet the same
Let's go
fate.
together.
Time to move on. You fought well, Bosacius. Goodbye.
Till we meet again in another life. Paimon, what are you doing all the way there? If you don't mind me, I'm gonna take this too. Is this from the Nameless Yaksha? No, right? Must be some millet. This is a 10-day or more we've been separated from Boyang, Bosacius, and the others. Well, that's what I say anyway. My friend here says it's only been 3 days. I have no clue who's right or wrong, nor do I think arguing serves any purpose at this point. I wish we could go home, but we cannot. Who wrote this, I wonder?
Looks like there's some information here.
We have no idea how long it's been since we came out with our comrades on patrol, but according to the information we've gathered, the beasts have completely lost mobility. Indeed, most of them have disappeared. We are victorious, what a grand victory it is. Say that we can never return home again. Hulan's daughter will turn 2 this year, and Qingming's grandmother is getting long in the tooth. The two of them miss their family sorely, though I myself have no relations. No one does not wish to return home, but for those of us who are here, we're only the kin we have now. This place is very mysterious indeed. I do not know if it's because we miss home, or because this place was always like this, but when we're on patrol here, we can see sights that we can only see back home. I used to hear the old folks say Liyue had hundreds of years of history when it comes to mining in the mountains, but this doesn't look like any mine. Perhaps this might be all my imagination, what with missing my childhood home back in the mining settlement. How I wish I could go back there.
Looks like these were letters written by the Millelith soldiers who stayed here.
My suspicions are correct then.
So, who's this Boyang they mentioned?
Boyang was one of my ancestors. The one who didn't make it back.
You mean Boyang fought alongside Bosacius?
I believe so.
And the Millelith soldiers were their brothers in arms.
I guess now we have a pretty good idea of where everyone that went missing ended up.
Yes.
Come on, let's not stay here. I have a gut feeling that sooner or later we'll connect all the dots. And then, we'll finally know the truth.
We're pretty close now.
Still, who knows how this space is planning on revealing the answer
And who's
to us.
behind all of this? Alright.
There's
The end of time?
nothing here at all.
Guys, this is way too dangerous.
What a creepy space.
It has the feel
Should
of the
mortals even
abyss.
be here?
But where are the opponents?
Don't tell me it's us. I think this is my memory
Your memory
of the emptiness. That's the power of the
what?
abyss.
The abyss? So, this place is created
I'm afraid so,
purely
because I'll
based
always
on your
remember
memory?
that the abyss took my twin away. Kid, it's not the abyss. Your sword should be pointed. Well, I don't know. The unknown god? The abyss? Who really isn't our enemy here? I don't know. The abyss. It's always bad news. She's moving on her own again. The purpose of my journey is to find you. I'll keep going and imagine a better tomorrow with you.
It's getting darker.
Now you want me to move, Brett? Okay, I gotta get through out of here. I'll find a way to survive this, then find the lost treasure. Kid, where is your head going to? Stick with me. It's just an illusion, Lumine.
Aether, wait!
Oh my god. You can reconcile with your brother later. We're going to reconcile with him eventually, kid. Again, he's not my brother. Alright, I'll stop joking around. I'll go see him. But you gotta admit, this is beautiful. Bro, this domain looks beautiful, man. Like I told you last time when we were in the emptiness of the abyss. How endless does it go? Obviously, we're gonna get bonked by an invisible wall. Or you gonna die to our deaths. Alright, Aether. If that's even you.
Huh? What's that shiny round thing on the ground?
It's so weird hearing the Traveler, I feel like her thoughts are all sporadic. Like, what is she thinking right now? This kid.
The fantastic compass!
The final
In
one?
the other spaces, the fantastic compass was always partially buried in the ground. But this one is lying flat, intact, as if somebody left it here.
Oh, he was just a figment of your imagination? So, he appeared as an illusion because you miss him so much, huh?
I can sense that he's not here. At least we found this.
Yanfei, are you sure this is the fantastic compass you're looking for?
I think so. There were no pictures in the will, but based on the description, it seems to check out.
From the design and build, this fantastic compass looks extremely similar to the catalysts used by my clan. I just need to do this, and... Someone's used this before. There may be a hidden message inside.
Could he decipher it? Is it an ancient language?
Let's get out of here and find somewhere safer. All right, here we'll be fine. Take a moment to catch your breath while I try to unlock the fantastic compass.
Got you. This is my fantastic compass.
Now that I've found the fantastic compass, my work here is done. But if the Bosacius we saw was just an illusion, Will we really be able to take anything we find here back to the outside world?
I really wish Ito was here with us too, man. Come on, we're all in this together. What hopeless moron.
Yin and yang, among the 5 regions. Water, fire, wind, and
She's really
thunder
trying to practice to be a
cycle like the
waterbender.
seasons. Grasp the 7 heavens from the ground. Open wide the 3 gates. All the world within reach.
7 heavens from the ground, open wide the 3 gates, all world within reach. That has got to be the most closest thing that connects with the things we learned about in the Before the Sun and Moon. Who are you, Yelan?
Bosacius was the leader of the 5 Yakshas under Rex Lapis's command. He could control electro energy, unlike me. He was both a formidable warrior and a talented commander.
You did well, Xiao.
Well, well. This is not what I was expecting.
Are we still stuck in this place?
Oh, seems like you've made a new discovery.
Note 1, my name's Boyang. Here I leave the record of all I know for future generations to see and learn from my experiences. Note 2, my comrades and myself were ordered by the Qixing to take the fantastic compass to the chasm and assist our military champions, but the beasts in this place were incredibly terrifying and our forces suffered terrible losses. If not for the aid of the Yaksha, I fear that my brother and I might have been slain right then and there. This Yaksha has 4 hands and behaves in a maddened fashion, even being unable to remember his own name. In a crazed state, he refers to others around him as Alatus and Menogius. He has mastery over the thunder and his form is awe-inspiring, one that is destined to be remembered throughout history. We followed him into battle against the wicked beast for 10 days, finally breaking out. Note 4, a snake has its weaknesses 7 inches below the head, and these monsters naturally have their weaknesses as well. Having discovered this, the Yaksha decided on a battle plan to target that weakness. In our previous battle, the surface of the chasm was damaged, revealing a great enigmatic underground palace in the bowels of the earth. We observed the monsters would grow weak when approaching this domain, so we guessed there is some power there that greatly suppresses these beasts of Conria. Note 5, we have suffered too many losses. We must end this quickly. Xiao and I agreed that I would take the fantastic compass and lead a group of military to follow the Yaksha down into the underground palace. We will lure the beasts away and herd them into the depths of the palace. The seal must be completed by myself and the Yaksha within that place, with Xiao aiding us from outside. That way, we can ensure that the seal will hold. If this works, the chasm front will be secured. However, this means that I, the Yaksha, and the millet with us will be left behind with the underground palace. Yet the benefits are too great. We have to try this out. The warriors have observed day and night and have confirmed that the beasts are heavily limited once they enter the underground palace, almost as if some power is eating them away. Some of our wounded have sacrificed themselves and others have split off from the main party in their confusion never to return. Will the monsters really be vanished this way? Note 7, the unmatched strangeness of the underground palace is not something I feared. Only I and the Yaksha still live to witness. I do not know how much time has passed. The Yaksha is gravely wounded and maddened. I fear he will not live long. As for me, though I remain clear-headed, I can feel Fey mood setting in. I do not know how long I've been here. The Yaksha urges me to depart, forgetting that staying here was the fate we chose. Note 8, the underground palace is almost like a living being. When the breach first appeared on the ground, we leapt down below and gave battle, but even then I noticed the breach was quietly closing. I'm not sure if that was the only tactic we could have chosen. Even when we attack the rift, the rent open spaces slowly regenerate. When they regenerate slowly sometimes, other times they can be swift. It's hard to say. Does this mean that when we damage the ground in the fighting, we damage the outer shell of this place? Have we accidentally entered the belly of some mighty leviathan only to be slowly devoured by it? Note 9, I believe that this should be the end of those wicked beasts. We have outlasted them all. I've tried many paths. There's no way out. The Yaksha has fallen. Only I remain. I see my family, my wife, my children. They approach me and I see them pass through. I must be going mad. How else could I be seeing my family who are in Liyue Harbor? I wish I could go home, but can I? Note 10. Xiao, sometimes I curse the fact that it was not you who had undergone this torture, but Xiao, as your elder brother, I'm glad that you survived. So tired. I can't think straight.
This information was left by a thaumaturge called Boyang, who, as you know, is the missing ancestor that I came here to investigate.
All this information, it was left by your ancestor?
He was making records till the bitter end.
Hundreds of years ago, 2 of my ancestors, brothers, were gifted the fantastic compass by someone of great importance. They brought this device to the chasm and joined the war against the monsters of Conria. They set out together, but only one of them made it back, minus his sanity.
Karma.
Correct. One possibility is that when they fought alongside Bosacius, they were tainted by his karma. Neither of them had visions, so they wouldn't have been able to resist its effects for very long.
From reading through this, it sounds like Boyang ended up staying here for good too.
Well, this is just wonderful. So, that's it. There's no way out.
What do we do? Are we gonna die here? But Paimon doesn't wanna die!
But what do you think is gonna happen to you when I finally go hungry?
Paimon's had enough of this place! Let me out!
Settle down, you idiot.
What was that?
The Does it react with them?
I just had a thought. Give me a second. I just need to double check.
Thank God we have someone actually smart here.
Traveler, I just realized something. Okay, so on my way here, I was studying the will the whole time. But I didn't give any thought to the book that the will was inside of. I don't know it verbatim, but I have read it before. The gist of the story goes like this. Millennia ago, an Adeptus made a magic device to seal away evil monsters. Later, he made good friends with a human and gave the device to him to use as a catalyst. A few years later, great demons haunted the mountains.
So that's
The
why it
mortal
reacted
and the
with
Adeptus
Xiao.
joined forces to exorcise them using the same device. And that's not all. The book also says this. When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. This contraption is proof that mortals and Adepti may coexist, that there is unity between heaven and humanity. I have both Adepti and human lineage. Maybe my power can work.
Yeah, actually though. Maybe that's why you were able to maneuver through this place like time and time again.
It worked! I mean, the effect only lasted an instant because I'm not strong enough. But still, we must be on the right track. And look, something seems to have been activated inside the fantastic compass.
By heaven's might and the gods of the 5 regions, Yaksha and mortal together take this contraption in hand.
That scared the shit out of me.
That's their voices from when they made the seal. Bosacius and my ancestor. They sealed off this space at the top together.
They did it together.
I see. It makes sense now.
Hold on, that huge crystal I saw on the bottom of the chasm. I remember when the crystal hit the ruined serpent, there seemed to be an opposing force. Was it the opposing force that delayed the awakening of the space that has now swallowed us? Or did the impact weaken the entrance on the ground? Also, we haven't seen any abyss monsters here. Could this all be connected?
Everyone, let's go back and meet up with Ito and Shinobu. I have a suggestion to make.
Paimon can barely move anymore.
Paimon, just hang in there, okay?
Hang in there, you
Trust me,
dumbass.
there's still hope.
Let's go.
Is my companion really that weak?
Shinobu, Ito, we're back!
How's Ito doing?
He must be exhausted, because he still hasn't woken up yet.
Aw,
What
come
about you
on.
guys? You found something, didn't you? It's written on your faces. But whatever it is, it's bad news, isn't it?
We all got used to bad news here now, Ev.
We found the fantastic compass. The previous owner left a message inside, and from the looks of it, there really is no way out of this space after all. It seems like the previous owner was stuck here forever too.
Shoot! This isn't over yet. Listen to me. Just now, I tried channeling my power into the fantastic compass, and it responded.
Did think Yanfei was going to be the centerpiece in all of this. Did not see that coming.
But all that did was activate the records from when the seal was created.
It needs more strength.
Right, but the issue wasn't with the compass. It was with the method. Remember what the book says? When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. Only when a mortal and an Adeptus combine their powers can the fantastic compass be fully activated. I'm a mix of human and Adeptus. So the fact that the fantastic compass responded to me shows that the system is still functional. Lucky for us, we also happen to have a full Adeptus and a human with training in the magic arts.
Yelan and Xiao.
Interesting. So that's what was going through your
Yelan and
head.
Xiao need to cooperate?
So, an Adeptus and a human need to channel their power at the same time?
Yes, if my guess is correct.
Theory.
Then, when both of you put your full power into the fantastic compass, we should be able to completely reactivate it. Maybe even reverse it. Last time, it was used to seal the intersection between this place and the chasm. If we can reverse it,
Then we're home free.
Awesome. So there's still hope?
you bet.
Your idea seems reasonable.
Okay, well let's all take a quick break. We'll give this thing a try once we're ready.
I don't know, that seems too easy. After everyone has had a rest,
Oh boy. Paimon's so nervous.
don't be afraid, it's gonna work.
Yelan, Xiao, how are we looking?
I don't believe that, but you know, that's what I gotta say for morale.
I'm all set.
We're all gonna die!
I'm ready.
Oh, but Yanfei, there's one thing you might need to mentally prepare yourself for. I'm afraid you probably won't be able to take the fantastic compass out of here. From what I can tell, everything within this domain is the result of disordered space-time and memories. We all came here for different purposes, and everything that's happened here has been in response to our own imaginations and conjecture.
This space.
Terrifying, but
It's
also
got something to do with divinity,
this
doesn't it?
space. Well, It's more than just a space. Whether there's some kind of higher power at work here, I don't know. But the whole time, it's been reading our minds and responding to us in the form of illusions.
Because the Celestial Nail is said to show people dreams and illusions like we see in some world quests while exploring the chasm. So it's gotta be all due to the Celestial Nail.
Also, according to the history of the chasm, this place must have existed for a very long time.
I remember a giant snake just outside the space.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? Wait a second. It was you that shot that arrow?
Who else did you think it was?
When the crystal attacked that giant snake, does that have anything to do with why the ground split open?
That snake is probably a remnant of Conrion's civilization, and crystals are highly effective against it. Maybe there was some sort of opposing reaction between those two forces? If so, I'm extremely sorry, everyone. It looks like I might be the one responsible for all of this.
No! You're just trying to help us and solve the problem!
If you say so.
If you don't want to take all the blame for yourself.
You could almost
Sheriff
liken
does
this
too.
bizarre space to a living being that throws all kinds of hallucinations at us to deceive us. Everyone we've seen here, and all the paths we've walked, it all ceased to exist 500 years ago.
Conria keeps getting more and more interesting.
Additionally, most of the things here are static. So if we really do manage to escape, then once time starts moving normally again, the fantastic compass will likely disappear.
That's actually what I think too. That's precisely why it's such a miracle that we even found the fantastic compass to begin with.
This whole thing feels like we're breaking free from our shackles using a spear that by rights should not exist.
Imagination, Xiao.
This is a long shot, but it may be our last chance. So, whose wish was it that summoned this device?
We all wish to go home, didn't we?
Perhaps it was. But maybe there's another reason. Your incredibly strong commitment to your search.
Whose search?
It's a shame that we couldn't find your family.
Ah.
But if they were here, I'm sure they'd want nothing more than to see you being rescued from this place.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it does intrigue me, the way we all ended up here together. If this is fate, then let's grab it in our hands and turn it around.
Always.
Leave the boss to Ushi and me. We're ready.
Boss, wake up, you damn idiot.
Trevor, take care of Paimon. Yanfei, you might need to come closer to me when the time comes.
That's my single job when I'm in stasis.
Sure.
Come here, Paimon.
Stars align, bestow your light. Evil purged by thunder's might. Spirit curbed, pneuma surge. By dictum divine, heed these words. Do as I command!
Aha! The fantastic compass is an amplifier.
We got our power
This
sources
energy
right
level,
here.
And we may stand a chance.
I will maintain the energy flow.
Understood.
Everyone, stand back.
Don't leave it to him alone.
I shall hold the line by sealing the surface.
As Yakshas, we must fight for this world. General Alatus, falling in!
Up we go! Where the hell are we going? You know, I love that Ito's still sleeping through all of this. Can someone push him out of here? Actually, you know what? Can I go to sleep now? I'm kind of scared. Karmic death. Broken souls. I could guess a few of what they could be, but I don't think they're friendly or asking for New Year invitations. What did I tell you about sticking close to me? Come on, stop standing. You see them, stopping in numbers? Keep going, Yelan. Traveler, join her. Cha.
This trip may be dangerous.
Rex
Yet you
Lapis.
insist on
Glad you can
going.
make it.
I have guarded this place for several hundred years. Only to seek the Nameless Yaksha do I request your approval.
He never said yes. Someone stop letting him do everything on his own. don't care about duty on this end. I just want to see my friend alive and well. Home free. Just a little longer. Xiao. Don't do it.
You can't keep this
Someone,
up. Your strength won't last.
please understand what he's doing. He's gonna sacrifice himself. Xiao, listen to me. Xiao! No, Xiao! Could he give him back? He's a really important friend of mine. Welcome back. Alatas, wasn't it? Welcome back home. Finally out of the danger zone, everyone rests and starts chatting.
That was close.
Hey, did we ditch
I thought
Ito
you were
or
gonna
not?
Get left behind. I'm so glad you're okay. That was terrifying.
Thanks for coming back safe, buddy.
I know what you were thinking, but... Never mind. I know I can't talk you out of a mindset that's been built up over a lifetime. I don't think we were ever going to reach an agreement over the final strategy. But in the end, it was thanks to you that we managed to escape. So, thank you.
No. I could not have done this on my strength
Thanks to
alone.
you too, Yelan. Yanfei, Sleeping Beauty,
Don't
cooking.
mention it. It looks like everyone got out unscathed, but you all look pretty exhausted. Rest up. There's no hurry to move on from here. As for me, I'm gonna check the area for any unusual activity.
You do that.
She's gone. Paimon didn't even get to say thank you.
Maybe she's a shy girl.
Maybe Yelan really doesn't believe she made a contribution. And since it's not easy to persuade Xiao of anything, maybe Yelan's just given up trying to talk to him.
Or she's spoken more than enough. But hey, I don't know her.
Criticizing you.
I am not.
You speak only the truth. I have no quarrel with that.
Xiao's really changed so much since then.
I will keep your words in mind.
Seems like you got through to him in the end.
Really? Well, that's great. It was a perilous situation we were faced with underground, and it took every single one of us for any of us to make it out alive.
Yeah, towards the
feel
end, I
lucky
really
that
just
we
didn't
didn't
know
lose
what was gonna
anyone along the
happen.
way.
If I be real with you, Yanfei.
Hey, so Ballchecker still hasn't woken up.
Now, I
yet.
wish he went to sleep to
Surely he's
eternity
not
for
gonna
missing
stay
all that
asleep
action.
forever.
Now, who cares about him? I've given up on him permanently.
I slept like a rock. Good times. Huh? What you doing? What's going on? Why are you looking at me like that?
So what are you feeling, Traveler? Are you mocking him or are you thankful to him? That's a very
you in any
perplexed
pain?
face. No, the only thing that's in pain is his head.
The head? What about it? Is there any brain damage from the impact?
No, I think it's still permanent from last time.
You need to tell us if you're not feeling well.
You weren't that bright to begin with, so...
What the heck are you guys talking about? I'm fine. I had an epic power nap, and now I feel like a million more. Huh. I feel like I'm forgetting something, though.
Just something.
Oh,
Do you see the scenery around you?
Wait, weren't we underground? How did we get back up here?
It's a long story. We'll fill you in later. Ito, we're indebted to you, Shinobu, and Ushi. We couldn't have escaped this predicament without your help. I'm the reason you all got caught up in this. Please accept my apologies, and let me find some way to compensate you
No,
for
I
the
feel like you
trouble.
already, compensated him, because the whole deal with Ito coming here was to repay the debt, right? She saved your life, you saved his. I call that a fair trade.
Crazy talk. You helped us first. Of course we're gonna return the favor. Hey, if it weren't for you, we'd still be in a Liyue jail cell right now.
That's not quite correct. You'd be in jail, not me.
Oh, indeed.
Good point.
But, who's gonna
Well,
drag him out of
okay
jail
then.
if not
How
you,
about
Cookie?
this? To celebrate our newfound friendships, how about you let me take you to Liyue Harbor for some sightseeing and a proper meal?
I like the sound of that. Now that you mention it, whew, I am famished. Oh, I can barely walk
This
here.
man has a million expressions with him at a second.
I'm hungry too, Senpai. Why don't we head straight over?
Paimon too! Paimon wants to
Paimon,
go
we have
too.
other things to do.
Alright, well, I promise I'll take good care of your friends from Inazuma. Take it easy, okay? What we just went through was a lot.
Have fun, you guys.
Oh, wait.
And take care of that
Yelan
hopeless
left
idiot for
already.
me.
I was gonna treat her to some tea, but I'll take this to mean we're square.
What is it, Uchi?
Oh, yeah? Is that right? Wow. Okay, I'll let him know.
Man, Uchi was the best part of this whole quest. Just dancing around,
Traveler,
vibing.
flying lavender melon, Uchi has a couple words he'd like you to pass on for him.
To who?
What?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Me too.
Ito translate what Uchi said for everyone.
Let's do that! Paimon never would have guessed that Uchi was so gentle and thoughtful.
He is the auxiliary member of the Arataki Ito gang, the most gentlest, idiotic gang in all of Tibet.
Sometimes the profoundest truths can also
What's going
be the
on?
simplest.
They don't tell
I
us.
think Ushi's words
You
might
guys are
well come in
mean.
handy.
Let's go.
Oh yeah! Grub time!
See you next time.
Till next time. You don't want to disappear on me again?
Finished taking care of business?
Oh, there wasn't any business. We were just saying goodbye to our friends.
So what business do you have left with me?
You're still here. I saw the two Inazumans leave with Yenfei, heading towards Liyue Harbor. Aren't you going with them?
We still had some stuff we wanted to say to Xiao.
I figured as much. I've checked the area. Nothing strikes me as out of the ordinary. Looks like this chapter has come to a close. Now, I just need to take care of the confidentiality issues. Let's hope our friends from overseas can keep their mouths shut. For their own sakes.
We got it! We got it! We'll make sure they don't say anything. Please don't hurt them.
Oh,
You got a mean streak, Yolan.
you figured me out, huh?
I like you more and more.
Alright, I'll quit pulling your leg. Everyone really rose to the occasion this time. I won't ever forget what we went through.
She really is a kind heart. Well, isn't that pretty obvious?
Where could that strange space have come from? And how has it existed down there undetected for so many years?
Undetected, yeah.
I have to investigate this further. I have a feeling that whatever lies behind all this runs deep. Maybe so
Maybe
deep
to the
that
center
no
of
one can
Tavad
know
as a
to
whole.
know.
The abyss.
Also, I think someone helped us out at the last minute.
What do you mean?
They did a good deed, of course, but somehow I couldn't tell anything about them.
Someone of great importance. Wait! Did Zhang Li leave the Fantastic Compass? No, wait. I am so No, but with that, I don't know. Is that a theory? Is that canon? Let me know in the comment section.
Anyway, these questions will have to wait for another time. I
gotta go get some tea at a funeral parlor, baby, after this.
So,
Bye, Yelan.
Take care.
You knew I was waiting for you?
Well, you know, you haven't teleported on me yet.
There's somewhere I want to go. If you have the time, you can join me.
Please.
Where is it?
A place that has to do with the Yakshas.
To finally end the chapter on them. Let's go.
The temple up ahead was built to remember Pervases. Maybe I came here because I had a realization.
You mean back when we were underground?
What did you realize?
It's hard to put into words. Seeing Bosacius gave me the false impression that I'd traveled back into the past. You could dress up the Yaksha's life and call us valiant warriors, veterans of war. But the truth is, we are slaughterers and nothing more.
Slaughter is that slaughtered for a reason, Xiao. Don't you dare forget that.
For Bosacius, perhaps dying in the heat of a great battle was no tragedy, and perhaps the same is true for me. After living so long, to die in the act of saving others would not have been a terrible thing.
I thought your dream was to live in a meadow of flowers. You're not gonna find that dead, Xiao.
So maybe these thoughts are my own form of insanity.
Xiao, we got something to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Uchi wanted us to tell you. It's very important.
Finally, we gotta hear what Uchi said.
Uchi said he has the power to exorcise demons, so people use him to fend them off. But after he met Ito, he's never left his side. He also said that he doesn't have any grand philosophies. He just thinks we should spend our lives around the people who make us happiest. Maybe there aren't so many rules about how we should or shouldn't live our lives in this world after all. So, he hopes you can come to understand that even though the power of a Yaksha may be harmful to other people, it doesn't mean you shouldn't hang out with them.
And Uchi is the coolest. Why is he walking around with an idiot? There'll always be someone willing to be by your side. Two already, wouldn't you agree?
Yep, like people with visions. They have more resistance against your power, right? And...
Suddenly you sound a lot like Bosacius and the others. They used to talk about how they hoped to live a mortal's life once the world was at peace. I think I was the only one who didn't think that way.
Now you have the chance to do exactly that.
The Bosacius recorded in the Fantastic Compass had lost his sanity. He addressed the people around him as Alatus, Menogius, and others. These are the names of the 5 Yakshas. I am Alatus, and Menogius is General Capisis. The others are Bonanis, or General Chisapis, and Indarius, or General Musatus. I heard that people call the 5 of us Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti. Bosacius and Yelan's ancestors stayed underground to the end. So that space must have read their minds in their last moments as they approached death. Yelan was right in everything she said. Both of our proposals had their drawbacks, and both were sensible suggestions. But the power of that space was far beyond all of us. I couldn't have done all I did without everyone's help. Even in the final moments, it took every bit of my power to break free from that place.
And someone to drag you back, as always, whether it be me or him.
You were amazing.
Yanfei and Yelan are correct. I always prepare for the worst-case scenario. This mindset is deeply rooted in me. Even so, it was the most optimistic solution I could think of. If Rex Lapis hadn't saved me in that moment, I don't think I would have been able to escape. In the end, I still had to burden another.
But that's how it should be, right? You've known Zhongli, Rex Lapis for
Supporting
such a
each
long
other is how
time,
people survive,
and you've
Xiao.
helped.
Perhaps, in the moment that we escaped from that space, I could sense what was left of Bosacius' memory.
I think I felt it too.
It's good that one more person will remember him.
So he won't actually die.
Menogius, where have you been? Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, the thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm. Boyoung? Boyoung? You are Boyoung, but who am I? Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame. Stay here? No. No, you have to leave. Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets. The seal can't be broken. The seal. Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who came here to fight. Brother, are you okay? Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now. We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me. You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now too?
Or you're missing the most important things to you
Boyoung, do you want to go home?
in your final moments.
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home. I must have family too.
Poor, right?
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do. Brothers and sisters. Yes, but who am I? And where is my family? Brother, what's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me, don't die before me.
Don't die at all.
Alatus,
If you can help it.
is that you?
Kanji.
Who's Alatus? Your memory's going again. I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state. Brother! Look, there's someone over there. Who are they? They're my...
Tell me, won't you?
I remember now.
My brothers and sisters have come for me, Boyang.
Very into my body.
You're awake?
It's feeling goosebumps.
At least tell me your name.
Brother Bosacious.
Hey, Bosacious. Bosacious.
I am Bosacious, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
I've said so much today, but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you.
Well, yeah, no, I don't speak back much anyway, so I think it's all good.
Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life? The approach of death? Whatever it might have been.
Not yet, right, traveler?
By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all. We are destined to misery. And yet, we have no fear.
Xiao.
Are you sure it's okay for you to tell me all this?
It matters not. Rex Lapis had said that you are a witness. It is right that the events of the world are relayed to you.
So it can be preserved in my mind forever.
Bonanis, Menogius, and Indarius all perished, and only Bosacious's fate was unknown. This has always stung my heart like a thorn. That is why I went to the chasm, despite being fully aware of the danger.
To think that gentle souls turned on each other, succumb to the dark side, still suffers to them. Sometimes you gotta wonder, is us just missing our sibling really the worst thing in the world?
Now that I know what happened in the chasm back then, I can finally put this matter to rest. Before we left that place, I picked up a stone. I thought if I could take it out with me, I would place it in the temple to Pervases in memory of Bosacious. Unfortunately, the stone did not survive. Pervases died in the Archon War thousands of years ago. He was younger than us, and Bosacious was very sad when he passed.
You didn't look all that sad to me, Xiao.
Too many Yakshas have become casualties of battle. We are like a flock of birds, scattered to the four corners of the world, and in the end, as Bonanis said, it's rare for a Yaksha to find repose for their soul. Bosacious, Boyang, and all those soldiers.
They're heroes, Xiao, but I share your sentiment. Hero or not, doesn't matter if you're not alive to see it.
Heroes.
A fancy word.
I like that word. Maybe the world will never be free of disaster. But there is good in the world, too. Even the darkest hearts have room for those they cherish. I accept your advice. From this day on, heroes will always look out for each other.
To survive together. Interlude chapter Act 2 complete. Perilous Trail. That was way cooler than I thought it would be.